Hi, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome to the Northern Kentucky Spotlight Podcast powered by C-Crew. I'm your host, Sarah Brookbank. Today on the podcast, we are joined by Viliam Kovac of Globalink Technologies, who highlights how they're using emerging technologies to help companies stay compliant and efficient. We are also joined by Mary Kay Laird of Supporting Strategies, who highlights how they're helping small businesses with outsourced accounting services. Thank you to our podcast sponsors, C-Crew, Google and Amazon advertising experts, and Schneller Knockelman. The Women's Initiative Professional Series is back on Wednesday, August 20th, and this edition's theme is Empower, Evolve, Lead. This event is designed to equip women in STEM with the skills, confidence, and strategies to grow as leaders in their field. You can learn more, see our panelists, and register at nkychamber.com/events. Now let's go meet our members of the week, hear from our sponsors, and I'll be back with this week's guests.
Ranking on Google Search and Maps is easy to understand, but hard to do. It requires constant effort and attention, uploading new photos, responding to Google reviews, writing weekly posts, and checking suggested updates. Google listing optimization takes experience and time, and there are no shortcuts. C-Crew gives your Google My Business account the steady, consistent attention it needs to be effective, optimizing, updating, and expanding critical content every single week. From local retail stores to large regional networks, C-Crew generates content, establishes benchmarks, and creates dramatic, measurable increases in engagement. So what can C-Crew do for your business? More calls, more clicks, more clients.
Congratulations to our members of the week. You can learn more about these businesses by following the Northern Kentucky Chamber on social media, where we highlight one of these businesses each day. Now let's meet our members of the week. The Arthritis Foundation envisions a world where all people with arthritis are living a life without limits. Securitas Security Services USA stands as a trusted leader in protective services driven by a purpose to help you make your world a safer place. St. Henry District High School is Northern Kentucky's largest Roman Catholic college preparatory co-ed high school. At Honeysuckle House, their mission is to provide exceptional, relationship-centered care and a safe and nurturing home. Every day at St. Charles Community, they celebrate life and embrace seniors and have served Northern Kentucky for more than 60 years. Hi, everyone. Today on the podcast, I am joined by Viliam Kovac, president of Globalink Technologies. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
It's very good to have you guys on. You guys are kind of new to the CVG, Greater Cincinnati area. Tell us a little bit about your services and the industries you guys are serving.
Yes, sure. We have started about 12, 14 years company in Germany, in Black Forest. And recently, in February, we moved on into the area, CVG. And we believe that with our services like IoT and AI, we can add value to our customers by real-time temperature monitoring, by temperature mapping, by risk management, and additional GDP services.
Yeah, so that's really valuable for people who are working in the logistics industry. Tell us a little bit about the companies that you work with.
Yeah, we have started to work with the pharma company or the pharmaceutical companies. But we believe that food industry and let's say flower industry can also profit from our services, as this industry needed temperature control, especially flowers are very sensitive for temperature.
Mm-hmm. And tell us a little bit about that temperature sensitivity. That's something that I don't really touch personally as a comms person, but tell us a little bit. There's a lot of compliance. There are a lot of rules and regulations. How are you guys helping people meet those standards?
Yes, so our technology, IoT-based and AR-based, can monitor the temperature in a track on a warehouse real time, to sending the alerts to the customer. The customer can see the temperature or humidity independently where they are. So if the truck is in Miami, they can see the temperature remotely in Chicago. They can also look through IT the forecast of the temperature was completely new, or predict the temperature, how the temperature might be in certain routes. And additionally, the customer, through the temperature monitoring, can save significantly cost because of the waste reduction.
Yeah, touch a little bit more on that. There's a lot of efficiency that goes into that and making sure that people are monitoring what they need to monitor. So tell us a little bit about how your technology is making that more efficient.
Yes, of course. So through the real-time monitoring, they can see if the temperature is going out of the range. So if the temperature is going to impact the product, and so they can immediately react, and they can also, for certain routes, can make special measures which prevent the deterioration of the product. So especially in the flower industry and the food industry, there's a huge waste which is caused by the not correct temperature, and through our systems they can reduce this waste and impact the efficiency of the company significantly.
Yeah, that sounds like a really big value for the clients and customers
Absolutely.
you work with. What other things are you, like the value proposition, what are you guys providing to those customers?
Yes, so what we do, as I mentioned, we monitor real time. A lot of customer or a lot of suppliers claim they monitor real time, but our system monitor every minute. So our system is mobile, so they can be used not in the warehouse, but it can be used on the trucks, in the trucks, on the containers, in the planes. Our system or service provides calibration according to ISO standard, which is included in the plan. Our system basically is GDP compliant, so it can be used with any other industry. And as I mentioned already, our system is capable to use AI, which is predictive and not only historically based.
Yeah, it sounds like it's really different than other technologies out there. What other things do you think make you guys stand out amongst competitors?
I believe that our customers value the most included the calibration services, where let's say the products or our sensors need to be calibrated every 1 year, and we automatically change and send the customer a new device in the front. So when this is included in the plan. And as I mentioned before, real time is quite a big topic, and independent monitoring whenever the product can get the connection.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's a really valuable service for a lot of different industries. So if people are interested in learning more about the types of services and technology you offer, what's the best way for people to get more information and get in touch?
The best way is to go on our website, where we have the connection, call us, to get in touch through email or contact forms, which we have on our website, and to connect us, maybe through the chambers members, or to meet us whenever they want.
Yes, well, that makes it really easy, and we were so excited to have you guys here in the region, here at the Chamber. Before I let you go, is there anything else that I didn't ask that you want to make sure the Chamber members know about you guys?
Maybe the one point is that as we own our software, as we have developed our software, we are very flexible to adapt the software to our customers. So it's not tailored in stone. So if the customer has special needs, we can make it happen according to their needs.
Well, that is so great. Well, Viliam, thank you so much for joining us today. It was great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. Today on the podcast, I am joined by Mary Kay Laird of Supporting Strategies. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I am so excited to have you. You're pretty new to this role here at
Yes.
Supporting Strategies. Tell us a little bit about what you guys do and all the things you're doing for your clients.
Okay. Supporting Strategies is a great outsourced accounting service firm, and we only do outsourced accounting. We do not do audit, and we do not do tax.
Mm-hmm.
So we're very focused on the client's accounting systems from controller down.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that because our team does not get pulled in other directions. And so we're able to promise some things that a lot of other firms can't do, where we can have your financials to you by the 15th day of the month, of the end of the month, the following month after the previous month.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's really nice. And then you have a team of two that are assigned to your account. One's more like a controller, one's more of an accountant. And then you have a call with that person each month too, to go over your financials and review those things. I think it's really important. And then we have Craig and I, Craig's the owner, Craig Feltner, and he and I both have a lot of business experience, as do a lot of our team. But we can also provide some, we don't call it outsourced CFO, but we provide a lot of guidance and consulting to our clients. And that, I love doing that part of it. It's really helping solve problems.
Mm-hmm.
So in a nutshell, that's what Supporting Strategies, does. And that's why that's kind of what we like to be known for.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about like the difference between using someone like Supporting Strategies versus like a CPA or a bookkeeper. What's the difference there?
Well, we do have CPAs on our team. Mm-hmm. So there's local firms that do what we do. There's bookkeepers, which are more of a standalone, that do what we do. And then there's a lot of small businesses that have like Aunt Susie who does it. And so that's also there. What we do is, like I said, we don't have the audit and we don't have the tax. So we don't get pulled in other directions, which enables us to go back to what I was saying before. It really gives us the consistency to be on time with the information that we give you, to go a little bit deeper into it. So we have customized reporting packages that we can customize with KPIs that are important to you. And then again, somebody's going to sit down with you on a monthly basis to review all of that, which that doesn't happen in other places. The other really nice thing about our firm, about our Supporting Strategies, is that we have a corporate structure that gives us a lot of resources. And so, for example, from the HR side, we have people who, when we are ready, if we've added a bunch of clients and we need to build our team out, we put in a requisition and asked for them to start looking for a new employee for us, and they do that. We don't have to do it ourselves, but we get the resumes, we get to interview and hire who we want. It just gives us a lot of stability, so that we don't have, like, a lot of companies are having a lot of turnover, especially small businesses, for them to try to hire outsource, or to even just try to hire a staff accountant. Really hard to find right now. Yeah. So we have a great resource in that. They also have, it's a great IT resource. They do all of our IT support and even some of our clients. So when we bring on, new QBO, QuickBooks Online, or other things, that we have an IT support that helps us with all of that, and supports us. So, our computers and everything else, and all of our CRMs and all of the tools we use, HubDoc and things we use with our clients. So it's a good structure to support a small business locally. So we have resources beyond just the 14 of us that are in our group.
Yeah, that's really valuable. And you mentioned you work with small businesses. Tell us a little bit about like the clients that you work with.
Yeah. It's really, I love helping small businesses. So the clients we serve range anywhere from like $1 million to about 30 million in revenue, but 30 is really high. I would say our sweet spot is 3 to 7. And then some, we have clients that have 1 employee. We have clients that have 100 employees. So it could be different, differences there, and a range there. And we have all different sectors. We have services. We have manufacturer. We have nonprofits. So we have professional services firms. So we have a little bit of everything. And like I said, Craig and I have a lot of experience in different areas. And so it's helpful for us. We can help the businesses too in different ways, just because of the experience we have. So despite the type of business it is, there's ways we can add value as well.
Yeah, that's really beneficial. And you mentioned that adding value. What kind of value are you adding for these businesses that you're working with?
I like to say we put their accounting processes on autopilot.
Oh yeah.
The one thing I've noticed and I've been impressed by over the last 4 months since I've been here, are the amount of people out there that are willing to take the risk to start their own business. I think that's great. So, and they are so good at what they do, whether it's baking bread, making furniture, cleaning windows and carpet, whatever they are doing, they have that mindset, but they don't understand a lot of times cash flow. They don't understand how to build out processes as they want to grow. So we get to go in and clean up a lot of things a lot of times, which is fine. But no one should feel bad about that because we see it every time we bring a client on. We do a little cleanup and then we set scalable processes. So as everyone wants to grow, I mean, you don't want to stay the same. So as your business grows, you have these processes in place and you have all your accounting is done. All your financial reporting comes to you. It just happens every month and you don't have to worry about it. So I love doing that for these business owners so they can really focus on growing their business, improving their operations, managing their team, and we can take care of all the other stuff for them.
Yeah, especially we know with small business owners and small local businesses, it's like everything happens. Those owners are doing everything. So it's probably such a peace of mind to work with an organization like Supporting Strategies that lets you kind of unlock some of those things. And you mentioned you haven't been with Supporting Strategies for very long.
Yes.
You are the business development director. Tell us a little bit more about what's making you excited about this position and this role.
Well, it's funny. Craig and I, the owner, Craig Feltner, he owns Supporting Strategies, and we've known each other for a long time. And I was in the market for a new job, and I had my CPA reinstated, and I reached out to him because I thought, I'll do fractional work. And he was like, no, he goes, I need help with business development. He's owned the business about 5 years. He's done a great job growing it, but he's also still involved with his clients. He's managing the business and the employees and everything else. He really needed somebody to come in and do this. And so I was thinking, I'm not going to get to help small businesses, but I do. So I get to walk into businesses, talk to them about what they're doing. And I love learning about whatever they're making. I just find the auditor in me, I was at Deloitte for years and I used to audit manufacturing companies and different things. And I just really got excited about learning about the businesses I was in. And so I still have that kind of interest. I do have that interest. So I get to go into these businesses. I get to learn about what they're doing. I get to, get a high level overview and then get into some of the detail and start recommending solutions to some of the issues they're hear about their issues and then say, well, here's what we can do. And it's very rewarding to be able to be part of that cleanup and then rolling out, like I said, processes that are scalable, processes that are efficient, processes that are, sustainable over the long run, because you don't have to worry about employee turnover. You don't have to worry about, I don't know. So that's what gets me excited. And I do like networking. So over my career, I've developed a really strong network, and it's been already helpful for this because I have a lot of connections in the small business community, and they're interested, and they've expressed interest. So I've had some good meetings so far and brought my first client on already. So
congratulations. That's incredible.
Yeah, thanks. I know, it's great. So it's been great. That's what I like about it. I like going in and talking to people, learning and hearing about what different businesses are doing, and I love solving problems.
Yeah. Well, that sounds incredible, especially for some of our business owners that might be listening. How can people get in touch with you? How can people get in touch with Supporting Strategies to learn more and maybe talk solutions?
Right. So we have our website. It's supportingstrategiesgreatercincinnati.com. LinkedIn page, Supporting Strategies GreaterCincinnati.com. You can also get in touch with me, Mary Kay Laird, at mklaird@supportingstrategies.com. And let me give you my phone number here. It is 513-216-0472. So those are several different ways, but LinkedIn, email, website, all of those will work.
Yeah, it makes it really easy to get in touch. And Mary Kay, it has been so great to have you on
Well,
today.
thank you.
Is there anything else you think that our business owners, our chamber members need to know about you or about Supporting Strategies?
I would just say that it's just a reliable, scalable, efficient way to get your accounting done, and you can count on it to be done on a timely basis each month, and you'll just have a lot more peace of mind knowing that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Well, Mary Kay, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for having me.
Chris Knockelman with Schneller Knockelman Plumbing, Heating, and Air. It's spring now, but before you know it, our ACs are working overtime.
Dave, it's going to be warm soon.
Right now is a good time to get the AC serviced, right?
You can get your AC tuned up for only $59.
So get your $59 tune-up at
skpha.com. skpha. So if your plumbing and mechanical systems give you trouble, just remember our name, Schneller Knockelman.
Northern Kentucky needs tailored solutions to address our housing shortage. Home for All, Northern Kentucky Housing Strategies, explores how we can retain young adults, help older residents downsize or age in place, and ensure new neighbors have housing options that fit their lives. Dive into the report at housingNKY.org. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning into today's episode of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed learning about Globalink technologies and supporting strategies. Thank you to our podcast sponsors, C-Crew, Google and Amazon advertising experts, and Schneller Knockelman. Like I said, the Women's Initiative Pro Series is happening on Wednesday, August 20th. You can register at nkychamber.com/events and check out all of the other great events we have coming up this month. Finally, if you're a member who would like to be featured on the podcast, or if you're someone who is interested in joining the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, please reach out to Lynn Ablin. And our members that would like to share their workforce strategies and resources on our Talent Strategy Spotlight can reach out to Nancy Spivey. You can find their contact information on the screen in front of you or our staff directory at nkychamber.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys next week.